reconnect. Great. Hi, everybody. Kelly, Sue, and John from Cleopatra Art Studios. It happens every week, but I'm never quite prepared for how loud that is. You guys should have it in like real time. Tonight, so welcome. We're so glad you're here and you found us. So tonight we're gonna paint our Happy Camper. We're gonna call it that, I think. Tiered tray set, and I absolutely love it so much. It makes me very happy. Very happy. But I do have a policy for camping. What's my camping policy, babe?
A bed, a warm shower, no bugs, 4-star restaurant.
No, that's not true. That's not true at all. So I'll do like 2 nights and then I gotta like shower off, you know, so I need a good shower, like 2 nights out, 1 night in, 2 nights out, 1 night in, that kind of thing.
Anybody buying that?
Yeah, let me know, thumbs up if you love camping. So I already did paint this because sometimes some designers insist that we have our own photographs, and I'm just gonna pull these up. I'm still gonna go ahead and paint them. This one's super cute. I did a little splatter art. What are you wheezing about over there? This one is Collect Memories. It has a mountain, and I put some glitter and then some larger pieces of glitter just to be like, here's my memories. And I love the lantern.
Are you on?
I am on.
You live?
Yep, I'm totally alive and on. Hello, Brenda's here.
Hello, Brenda.
And then,
I see you now.
then the camp tag. And don't forget to share the link so people know where they can get this.
I got your link.
Perfect.
Got your link right here.
Perfect. So super cute. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back. I'm just gonna put that anywhere and that anywhere.
Good gravy, lady. Who's driving this bus today?
I know. Okay, so I told you that John always gives me the worst one in the group. There you go. So I'm gonna add some extra glue to that one.
Sherry loves the project.
Ooh. Oh yeah, Sherry, how you doing, girl?
Brenda always loved camping. Hold on, I'm trying to wait, something popped up. Sherry's sprinkling.
Hey, Sherry.
Camping, she did her entire childhood. She can't camp anymore, but she has tons of memories.
I love that too. Okay, so can you move that light back a little bit? It is like bouncing off the glasses and everyone's like, whoop. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera down. I put a note here about who the winner is too. About, okay, camera down, flip it around. Ooh.
Drop it like it's...
Ooh. Dropping it like it's hot. Okay, so the winner from last week who won the daisy insert and the truck, oh, this is a little wobbly, and the truck or the breadboard is Miss Pat L. from Texas. So congratulations, Pat.
Hey, Pat.
I hope she's coming on. I hope she's coming down or on tonight. I love it. Down, on, whatever. I definitely want to talk about the Life is Better around the campfire. Hi, you don't have to work outside probably tonight, huh? So Sabrina's working in here tonight, but the dogs like to be where she is. So I want to show you how to flood the Life is Better to make it stand out. Lula. To make it stand out just a little bit better. Because the engraving doesn't always show really well.
You know, what? Excuse me, hold on.
Okay.
I got all kinds of stinky problems here.
But I don't know. Hey Karen, how you doing today? I'm so glad you sprinkled and you told me you sprinkled. That's great. The lanterns were fun.
Oh, I see what they did.
I'm gonna do another Happy Camper just the way I did my last one because I broke my board. Sometimes that happens. And this one didn't take a ton of time, but I could see where you could just spend a lifetime perfecting everything about it. Okay, giddy up. Let's giddy up. Where did I put my plastic bags? Okay, I brought the whole dang thing up so that I'd have it. One good way to lose something, right, is put it right where you need it.
I'm so confused. What are you looking for?
My plastic bags, that's okay. I'll use one of the boards that it comes on. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Bags?
Yeah, that's what I meant, my paper bags. I like to use a potter's needle, which I put somewhere else too. So it's gonna be one of those nights, folks. to pop out anything that we didn't grab, but just be
Did I
careful.
leave something in there?
Just be really careful.
Oh, those L's, those dirty little L's.
It almost sounds like dirty little elves, but
Well, them too.
I'm
I've got
glad.
a whole story about those fellas.
Okay, I'm not gonna paint that one tonight because that was pretty simple. I'm definitely gonna paint this guy. And Sabrina probably has my tape over there on that table. Can you grab it for me, please? So let's go ahead and do the collect memories. You can paint your mason jar any way you want, of course. I did mine with a silver wash and then
Right.
added some glitter.
Oh, the silver.
And typically, I like to matchy-match with my glitter, but I went ahead and went,
Did you go rogue?
I went unmatchy-match. Let's go that way. It's not like, oh, your girlfriend's a freak. It's more like just a little bit. Just a little bit. She's just a little bit freaky.
Do I have a say in this?
Is your girlfriend a freak?
Honey, am I allowed a girlfriend?
No. Little homicide happened in Spokane, Washington. Okay, so that's what I was talking about. It's probably in the wood.
Why?
Okay, so you're gonna get your backer board, and this is for the sign that reads Happy Camper, and they're etched like shiplap. It's really pretty. What do you call this thing? Camper, pull along camper. It's etched also. And it's just good to go. So I'm just gonna start moving around.
Sherry's drinking out of a frosted, she says itched, but I think she means etched mason jar right now.
Ooh, I love mason jars. That's all we
Mason
use
jars.
because our kids kill them all. You know what I'm drinking? Crystal Light that I put way too much powder in.
As I
And
said, it's pretty.
yeah, it's pretty. Well, at first it just wasn't, and now it's too much. Okay,
Yeah.
it was too much. So typically I go ahead and I put a base coat.
Get out of a mist.
Typically I go ahead and I put a base coat on for my silver because silver's just not super covering. That artwork is opaque, but I want to keep my etched rim so I can see it. So sorry to cut you off there, John. What do you want?
Nothing.
Nothing? You said Sherry's doing what?
I don't know.
Okay, girls, he's mad. Okay. And you can do that as much as you want, not at all. You can make it white, you can make it light blue. And I like it's a little shimmery, but since I'm putting the glitter on top anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave it like that. So the collect memories, and then there's a mountain top. And I took my mountain and I added a little bit of heavy, heavy acrylic paint on top just to give it a mountainy look. But then I was thinking I should do something so that the collect and the memories stand out. So I think we should definitely do that tonight. So I'm gonna just go ahead and finish it on that. And typically we don't pre-paint ahead. I can think maybe there's been like 3 projects we've done that. But this one was one of them. Okay, so I'm trying to remember this paint color. Okay, real quick. So it has a black. Okay, so can I have the black pretty please over there? And then I'm gonna have to pick blue because she has no blue too. It's gotta be like no more painting on Monday nights. Unless it's done by me. So I have a dark blue from Deco. And it is, thank you, the primary blue. And I just have some black. So I'm making kind of a Payne's gray. Thank you. Wait, that's my clean water, girl. Yeah, okay, thanks for watching the dogs. Okay, so what I ended up doing was adding some silver to it. That's a great trick to lighten it without making it super pastel-y. All right, so what's everybody doing tonight? What are you having for dinner? We're gonna have pasties. Boom. So typically I'd use a sponge to paint it, but I'm just painting it with a paintbrush, clearly. And that way I have my mountains and they're available. Ours specifically made says uncorked and unwind with a turquoise anchor. Yes, I said turquoise. Sherry, I love that. You've been doing a lot of traveling, Miss Sherry. Definitely seems like it. Boom. I was expecting you to say, woohoo, when I said we're having pasties for dinner. No, not tonight. And I'm just going in with plain old black. I'm glad you made it home too, just when the sunshine popped in. It's been not amazing, but we're hopeful for the rest of this week anyway. So that was really easy to paint. Then when my black was dry, I just came in with a clean paintbrush and some, you could use white. I used Heavy Body. I'm not sending Heavy Body acrylics through the mail. They just dry out really fast, but if you want one, you can get one at Michael's. Liquitex is a pretty good brand. And then you're just gonna quickly like frost the top. Just to give it a, you know, like visually so your eye can see. And then I like to think of this as 3 mountains. So I take one, the two, the one on the left and the one on the right, and just kind of bring them in just a little bit. And you can continue like, oh, this one has a lot of snow on if you want to. And it's pretty simple. And so with the backer board, paint that as many times as you want. I think I painted it twice. Then I went ahead and I put my glitter glue on top, and I ended up using Sky Blue from the Recollections, which is from Michael's. So if you haven't made glitter glue with us, let's go ahead and do that right now. So it is just clear glue, a little bit of really fine, super fine glitter. I mean, it's super fine. Oh, she's so fun. And then I have some I have some clean water, which I hope is clear. With our pump, you never know. Okay, so I'm just gonna stir that up. You can add more glue if you need it, add more glitter if you need it, but it's pretty simple to add, to make and add the glitter glue. This one actually is flowing a little bit better than this one did. Oh, spicy yogurt chicken bites. That sounds really good. And they're healthy. Is that air fried? So it's super glittery. After I have my top piece on, I go ahead with fingernail polish, clear top coat. I go ahead and I put a dot and sprinkle, use your tweezers, girls, sprinkle some of the heavy pieces in there just to be, that's the memories we're creating. And then the last thing I did was I took some black and a tiny, tiny paintbrush. Okay, maybe not that one. Tiny, tiny paintbrush. And the mason jar lid is etched a little bit. I didn't try to get right inside every line. I just kind of winged it. If that's a word. Is that a word, John? Winged it?
If you say so.
No, it was a question. Whoop. And some white. Just gonna kind of dry brush in the white. Whoop. Kind of a messy approach, but the top layer is what kind of pops, and that's what your eye is led to. Just show you over here. That's what you see is that top layer. So I know that my collect memories don't, or doesn't, sorry, stay in school. What word did I misspell last week? I can't remember what word that was.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I'm gonna grab my white acrylic, fluid acrylic white. You could also use your tulip. Maybe I'll just use the tulip. See if I can get small enough. Because it's in a squeeze bottle, it's kind of puffy paint. Let's see. I normally just do it for really big pieces like our porch leaners. I just gotta remember not to squeeze very hard. Do you remember the Purdy's? Kind of a blast from our past from Maple Valley. You taught their kids karate, and Deanna taught Sabrina so many sports.
Yeah.
Guess who they know? They know somebody we know. Jen Okamika.
Oh,
That's weird, right? Okay, so we have collect, and that helped to pop that out. So you could keep it same if you wanted to. Oh, this one's a lot smaller. A paintbrush might be a little bit. Guys, can I do it? Oop. Okay, the R is kind of funky. Typically, I wouldn't completely outline, but I think I took on more than I can chew, but I'm kind of committed now. Woo! All right, paintbrush might have been better, but hey, I like to give you guys new techniques. Maybe you want to try it, maybe not. Maybe you're like, nope. The thing is not to squeeze. I practice first. Don't squeeze. You don't really drag. It takes a little practice to get that. So now that's going to really pop on the, whoops, I forgot. Pop on the tiered tray. Hey Donna, so glad you showed. Ooh, Donna, you put the kid to work. We're having pasties with gravy, which are potatoes are in there, but okay, here we go. Let me put that back. And since I broke my board, I'm gonna paint my backer board just the same way. I had a really good time with it. I'm just gonna use a metallic black from Artist Loft, kind of where I'm at right now. I really like this color. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly paint it. What, honey?
wonder why it edged through.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's kind of wood. He gives me the sample pieces. So who out here loves to camp? Who likes to camp my way? I was thinking, oh, maybe we should have a tent for this, but it would be so tall you wouldn't be able to see the letters. So we're camping old people style with the camper. And are we the only ones that don't have a camper? Does everybody here have a camper but us? We talked about it before we moved. I don't know when we'd camp. I guess we tented. Is that what it's called? Okay, so you want to have a toothpick handy, a sharp restaurant toothpick. I don't have one. I have a potter's needle though. I have about 50 of them, so I might as well put them to use. And I drag kind of heavy so that the wood is exposed a little bit. It gives it that rustic look. That great crystal light powder must still be in there because holy cow. Okay, so you want to take a toothbrush. This one is probably a little too wet. And pick up splatter art's for everyone, right? Ready? Just gonna put some baby stars in there. Make sure it's one you're not using or one you haven't used, because you know, you want clean art. Toothbrush art is a thing. All right. So I have all my pieces here, and they're gonna go pretty darn quick. I'm gonna use the Waterfall for the letters. It's a Ceramicoat color. It's kind of a dirty, dark blue, is what I think of it. And sponging it is just a nice way to get it done quickly. But be prepared to give it a couple coats. No camper in Donna's household.
Or Sherry's.
Or Sherry's. Maybe you have to be a certain age to get a camper. How old do you think my folks were when they got their camper?
I don't know how they are now.
Yeah, you do. So almost 80. You take a guess?
I don't know, 10 years ago?
You think they had it for 10 years? So maybe you have to be like 70 to have a camper. That's kind of scary, all those 70-year-olds with their campers on the going to the Sun Highway. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I really wanted a diffused green look instead of a bright green look for my trees. So what I ended up doing was just taking our bright green and the silver and mixing it together just to give it a diffused look. Here we go. You can add a drop of brown if you wanted to, which I think I did, like a very small drop. I'll put it to the side and then I'll carry it over. Just so it's a dark green with a shimmery effect. And that's what I did for my 3 trees. So I have a tree on my camp, so I'm gonna go ahead and paint that at the same time. Oh, actually I said I wasn't gonna paint my camp because I already did, and it's kind of pretty basic. Boom. So excited you guys all showed up tonight. Really so glad you're here. If Pat's here, is Pat here yet, hun? And she might not. She runs a restaurant, a couple other things.
You haven't seen her come on yet.
She's a winner of last week's, see how organized I am tonight? I actually remembered to write it down. Of last week's Daisy and Troc. And we're just about ready to take off that special price. So if you wanted to grab it, make sure you did before that price goes up. So I was looking at it, and basically you're buying the insert and the paint kit, and the truck is a freebie because the truck's 20, or think of it this way, I guess I did it backwards. Eat a snack, Kelly Sue. You're buying the truck, but you're getting the insert and the paint kit for free. That's what it is. Ta-da. Go ahead and give those a couple layers, and then you can sponge some shading on the side. 67. Sherry, you're not 67 years old. You're way younger than that. Okay, so I'm gonna come in with the silver and paint my stars because it's, you know, I have it handy. You could do them white, you can do them yellow, pink, purple, whatever. Pretend you could do Aurora Borealis. That'd be fun. Okay, yellow for the fire. Yellow is such a wimpy color. Really wimpy.
She was guessing.
Oh, my parents' age? Yeah, that would make me super young. I don't think I'm super young. Okay, I was looking for some gray. You can mix up a little gray if you wanted to for the fire. or just plan on giving the yellow so many coats you go a little cross-eyed. So, hold on a second. Oh, well, the fire is for Life is Better. Da-da-da-da. Okay, so I can show you what I did with that. But you guys don't need to watch me paint fire. You've seen that 100 times. Okay. So I'm gonna put this aside. Holy smokes. And I painted this one like a cream color. The trick is to really have it watered down. Use a wet wipe technique. When they got their camper. Yeah, you'd be right. You're right. I'm sorry, I'm a little slow tonight, Sherry. Okay, Life is Better around the campfire. Now, you do want to go light. You can do several coats if you want. And the etching isn't super heavy, but I'm gonna do a little bit of a flooded paint technique to paint that in. It is a little time consuming. You do want to have a very small paintbrush to do this job. And I'm looking in yesterday's bundle. What did I end up using? I think it was this one. Okay, here we go. Maybe I want to paint it a different color though. How about that green? Or a green. I have one ready to go. I got this one. What is that? What about that one you liked the other day, hun? What was that called? I want to say it was...
I don't know. There's no green over there.
No, it was in a little bottle. I want to say Thrush, but that's not right. It's a greenish... Here we go. It's called Thicket. And it's a greenish, grayish green. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and paint it that color. Kind of doing a stain technique with the wet wipe. That way I can still see my letters really well. I don't know, can you see it okay in the playback?
It's delayed for a minute.
It's a perfectly blue sky day. I don't know why.
Yeah,
You can see it perfect. Okay. I don't know why the delay is happening. So frustrating sometimes.
Sherry says she can see too.
Perfect. So you got to remember to stay consistent with the pressure while you're doing this technique, which I did not because it's me. So my bottom is a little lighter. But not in real life. I wish, girls, I wish. So the wood's gonna look really good on that, and the fire too, it's gonna pop. So I think Life is Better around the campfire I'm gonna do in black. And I'll do that in just a minute. The camper. I'm trying to hold this together because I did drop it just now, and so it's a little broken. Don't cry for me, Argentina. It's okay. All I did was I painted with cream, or I think it's a light mocha or warm mocha. And it says warm white. Because I didn't want it super white. Let's face it, I mean, you're on the road. Your campers aren't staying white. All I did was paint it red, white, dark gray, black. It was super easy to do. And it won't take me long to do it. So I also did the lanterns. Aren't they super sweet? I mean, they're so simple, but they're super cute. I'm glad there's just 4 because they're large. And I did red and silver and blue and silver, right? Mine are blue. But I'm thinking I might want to do this green and just kind of repeat that pattern. So I'm going to rotate them, but it's okay to paint 2 next to each other for this process. And I don't think I need to add the silver. This is Thicket. I know, I always want to say Thrush. I'm not sure why. Isn't thrush a bird? You took bird watching in college for half a semester.
Looks like Barbara just joined us.
Barbara. Hello, Barbara. Oh, you just found us. Well, welcome from Colville. Would that be Colville, Washington? Is Colville in Washington?
I think that's her last name.
Oh, I thought she said from Colville. Read a little bit more. Okay. Oh, so Barbara, welcome. If you sprinkle and you tell me you did that, which is this, it's this, and we're not allowed to say it. If you do this with the video and then tell us you did it, you'll be entered into the prize, which for next week, which is this project. This week's winner is Pat L from Texas. She was on a lot last week, but she has a restaurant.
Burgers from Mississippi.
Mississippi. It's late there. So Sabrina has my red paint. Actually, I'll just use this one. Red paint. So, no, I will not. Well, actually, that's probably a pretty good lantern color. Don't you think?
Yep.
Kind of a dullish. And that'll go really good with that. Oh, it worked great. Personally, I used red with silver. This worked out. It's kind of an orangey red. It's not giving off Christmas vibes, is it, guys?
No.
Good, perfect. Because I didn't wanna. You can tell I haven't been in this paint for a while because there's a little odor to it. Sometimes when paint's, like hanging around too long, you haven't been in it, lets you know, yikes. You guys don't need those little green trees in your car or yellow trees. You could just hang one of these. All right, I like it. I like how it came together. Okay, let's show you the flooding method. And so when I say flooding, I'm just meaning you're watering down some paint a little tiny bit. And when you go inside, it stays between the lines pretty good. I'm going to use fluid acrylic. Where's my black? Oh, I don't know, the black will show up very well. What do you think?
I know.
We'll try it. If it doesn't, if you guys tell me no, we won't do it anymore. So here's my fluid acrylic. This is more than you'll need. And a little bit of water. Now you know I'm gonna spill this, but I went ahead and poured some water into a little cup. And you know that I'm gonna spill it. So be careful. If your ferrule fills up with water, and that's the metal piece here, like if you dump too much, too deep, it could fill up with water, and then when you go to paint, it can like super flood the site. And I like to spin my paintbrush and try to keep the bristles together. So I'm not necessarily painting, I'm just trying to put paint in there, and it kind of floods the little space. And yes, unfortunately, with the size of this font, we can't give you 3D letters and keep our sanity. I mean, we like John. Don't we all like John? Give me a thumbs up or a heart. He needs to feel the love today. But yeah, he'd be losing his mind over these little tiny letters. It's super simple. But I really recommend that if you can, to go get the basic colors in the Liquitex basic fluid acrylics. Use a coupon. I think they're $4 on the shelf, but you're using so little amount, they last a really long time. They're $4.99, I think. And then if you use the coupon from Michael's, and if you're a member, you get all those points. It's like you just had a real good day shopping. Reminds me of that, remember that show we watched when the kids were younger, like Extreme Couponing?
Oh, yeah.
Where these ladies would cut out all the coupons, go in with their $5 bill, and come out with 3 carts of groceries. Yeah, I don't have that gene. I tried. I did. Finally, my kids looked at me and said, "Mom, can you buy some food that's not like cereal?" Oops. Okay, so I did flood a little bit there, but it's okay. I can come back later and touch up the paint. But that's what I did for this, and I really love this green. Too much work. Well, you can do a paint pen too, Sherry.
She meant the extreme couponing.
Oh, too much work. Oh, maybe this is too much work too. It's maybe a 2 cocktail project. It actually goes pretty quick to do all that. So I really like it. I love this distressed, this thicket. I love it. It's a really good color. I'm probably gonna trade out for that. Okay, so let's go back to our happy camper. Okay. Is it bugging anybody that I'm moving around a little tonight? Okay, my happy camper, my happy camper. I love that thicket. And
Donna says this area does not do couponing like that.
no, there's no double couponing around here. I broke the machines at Walmart when I did it though. I think I had 75 coupons, so automatically that's like 75 bucks off. They had to bring the manager over and restart the machine. And it would have been really effective if it was actually food we ate.
We donated a lot to the food bank.
We did donate a lot to the food bank. Sorry about the coughing, guys. I really shouldn't drink anymore. Oh, Brenda loves Kelly Sue for sure.
Read the one above it.
Oh, we love John. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. I thought it was special.
They don't know any better.
Okay, so I did a quick spray with the toothbrush for like the little tiny stars. I was thinking I might want to do a little Aurora Borealis. Okay, so I have some black there. And I have some, if you have some painter's paint at home, this is phthalo green. And phthalo blue is really pretty too, but I don't have that. But what I love about it is it's kind of see-through. So let me show you what I mean. Let me just write hi. And it's pretty see-through. So I'm gonna just take my finger and go over top. You can see the word or the lettering perfectly. And so it's gonna be perfect for what we're gonna do. So I need another color. I'm gonna pick this blue. So we're gonna do Aurora Borealis. And you can do it with a wet wipe if you want. I'm also gonna need a little bit of white. Not cream, because we're not talking a dirty Borealis, which sounds like a drink. That sounds like a cocktail too. What do you think would be in a Aurora Borealis drink? A dirty Borealis. Okay, that's terrible. All right, so normally I do like painters, like a artist pink. I might not want to do that one because it tends to be see-through also. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to take a big paintbrush, and I'm not worried about my little stars. I can come back and do that again. I'm going to come in with my green and a little bit of water, so it's pretty simple technique. I'm going to just let's go. I'm going to go this way. Switch out my paintbrush, a little bit of water, blue. That might be too dark. Maybe some more green. And finally, you brought me purple. Let's try the purple. So I'm trying it with Craft Purple. Goodness gracious. Because that's what I have. I'm going to go in between. And here's the thing. You want to do this before it dries. So, man, that one's sucking it up. I'm going to quickly go ahead and add a little bit more. Before it dries, grab your wet wipe and a little bit of white. I'm trying to, okay, take some of that off, like a lot of it off, and then you're just going to come up here and then rotate. So it might be best to use one color at a time. We used to teach this technique to the kids in our kids club, so I know that you guys could do it too. I think that green dried. Take all that white off. So it's not a big deal if your white dries. It actually adds a nice little dimension to it because you can come back in, pick up some green, some green, and put it back in. kind of looks kind of interesting for above the camper. Just a little technique that's a little bit different. So the white is showing, but it's not too much. It's not like in your face. Okay, let me see if I can grab a little pink. So it's important not to have too much on your, I'm calling it a paintbrush, and I know that it's not. I don't love this with the craft paint. Soften it up a little bit. A little bit more white. Just kind of playing with it a little bit, so. And then when it dries, you'll be able to see the green just a little bit better. And the blue just a little bit better. Just gonna have them kind of converge behind where the trailer would be. Ta-da! And you can keep playing. Keep playing till you're really, really happy with it. You can use a sponge, but they have squared off corners. Maybe a kitchen sponge would be better. Ooh. Okay, so I'm tempted to keep playing. That's just my genetic flaw. So I'm gonna leave it alone. Okay, so the trailer and the trees, or my trees, are gonna go right here. And don't forget, I can put, it looks a little weird, but remember that's the lower level, the background. We're going to put some little splattered stars here. In a second, we clean that up a little bit. Give me some splatter stars. Put those back in. Woo, looking like a Milky Way. Pop that up so you can see a little bit better. And then I'm gonna put big stars as soon as I'm done gluing. So what glue am I using? Well, I gave Burnt Sydney my glue, and I have some Titebond. And then I use the other glue all week long, but I have some Titebond. Let's see if I can get some out. Oh. I need John. John, I need you. I need you. He's so good. Maybe. Oh my gosh. All right. Get some water, girl. Yeah, I need a little. Put the vodka away. I talk a big game, but yeah, I'm not a big drinker. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use the Titebond. This is the original.
Paint it first.
I'm not using this. I'm doing this. Sorry. I'm showing them how the sky is going to look. Maybe. Okay, so I'm going to not over glue because I'm not looking for the ooze. This particular glue does discolor a bit, so you don't want to over glue. So I'm going to take my little piece of what is this? Shop towel, take the extra off.
I wonder I can't find it.
No, I bought my own. I'm going to line up with the top. Right there. So I'm oozing a little. So what I recommend is you take like an old paintbrush that you don't have any good feelings for and just kind of clean up. There you go. A little bit. The rounds you used for the truck exchange are what size?
Oh,
12 inch.
I thought I answered her, but maybe
Sorry. 12 inch. So I may spray this because the white would really pop that way. Oops. They're 12 inch also. Do you want to see it real quick, Carol? Because I have one here. Let me know. It's a really cool, design. Here we go. So you want to, so you have shiplap lines. Oops, say that 3 times fast. And you want to line up 1, 2, 3, the third line down. Just kind of center your camper. Happy camper, super cute. You could go a different color, definitely, and still get away with it. Where are my trees? Here are my trees and my camper. I'm just gonna paint that camper. So the trees are gonna go here and here. And they need a little love. They look like they need a little gold on the trunks, for sure, for sure. Have them stand out against that dark background because I really went with a dark brown for the trunk. Wonder if it's gonna make a noise. That noise I was thinking it was gonna make. All right. So Carol, if you're watching and you want me to hold up that round, let me know. Yep, that's gonna help so much. Come from the other direction. You'll see it in a second. I'll hold it up.
The round.
Oh, it's behind you underneath that. Oops. Okay. Okie dokie. So I have my buttermilk, right? Or light mocha. And I'm just gonna use the edge of the paintbrush, like a chisel brush or an angle brush, and just get this in here. Keep your pointed toothpicks handy, so you can clean the shiplap out. Shiplap. Wow. Okay. Oh, I did that wrong. Okay, don't do it well, I guess I could do it opposite. Don't worry about it. Okay, but here's the thing. You don't want to cover up the etching, so I'm going to water down my paint. So it's more like I'm staining the trailer. Cover it twice if you want. See, I'm just staining it. You can go over it twice, it's fine. You guys know what color I need to be making this trailer, right? Not red. You know, vintage teal. Even though it's barbecue season, are you okay with pasties for dinner?
Yep.
Yay. It's pretty nice when everyone agrees. Wow, not Sean. He does not like, he doesn't like potatoes. Unless they're the French fried version, he really likes the French version of fries. Okay, so, okay, but if I went teal, it'd be too matchy match. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stay with this this red that has that little rustic look to it. Oops. I almost painted right through my door, guys. It's probably not the right paintbrush. What's up? There you go. So it's pretty thin, I'm not using very much. And remember, I'm trying to not fill in my lines. Paint it twice. 2 thin coats are better than 1 thick coat, and then you're like, what was I thinking? I gotta get in there and quickly paint my door. Give me some water. Hey guys, I haven't spilled my water. That is phenomenal. And then just a small paintbrush for the trim. Again, I don't know what the Campin term is. Let's see, I'm gonna add cream to my metallic black. Just to be difficult. You can definitely use some silver. We'll put a base coat down first. Okay. just a tire. Just black for the tire. Man, I did white for the donut. I'm calling it a donut, I don't know what it's called, but I'll come back to it. I'm just gonna do the inside right now. I have some green streaks on my white because I did not clean my paintbrush enough, but I'll come back later. Oh, you did a long time ago. That's a long time ago. We thought about it for like a sweet second, and John was like, really? He was like, I hope this is a pass and fancy, because he was not interested in selling everything we had and moving into a travel trailer. But I thought it would be an adventure with the young children and all the dogs we own. So I'm just taking a little brown, it's watered down, to the side of my trees. I'm just shading them a bit. And if it's too much, just simply bring the gold back in. Just gold up the sides. Super fun, lots of technique here. If you're interested in it, use it. If you're like, lady, I just want to paint something solid, that works too. Okay, now for the dots. I want to find the back of a paintbrush or a toothpick, and that I like the size. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. You can tell I've used it a lot for this technique. Looking for some white, or you could do acrylic. This is where you could use your acrylic, fluid acrylic. Here's some. And why? Because the pigment's so intense. Oh, good grief. That's more than enough. Okay, so I'm gonna just take and start dotting it around, or you could wait till you put your stars on. Don't get crazy, lady. I should just glue them, huh? Just take a second and glue them. I kind of want to say I've never seen so much mess on here, but that would be a lie. And maybe Jesus doesn't like liars. Yes, I'm kind of messy all the time.
You are?
Kind of messy, kinda. So the Aurora Borealis is real subtle now, but if you were to spray it with a sealer, it would get really intense, or if you like hang out and play a little bit longer than I did. Again, that would be really intense. Okay, how many stars are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm gonna put one right here. Oh, that's way too much glue. Let's see if we can save it. Looks like we're putting a sealer on that. All those goofs. Okay, so the back of a paintbrush, I'm using some fluid acrylic. Boom. Oop, that one's a little big. Just dot to. Huh?
Wrong one.
Wrong what?
Paint. You want the bottom one.
Oh, not the bottom one. He keeps me honest, guys. Don't try to do 50 million with one little dab of paint. Okay, super sweet. So hopefully you can see that and see the background. I could have played a lot more. Oh, you're so nice. Brenda, you're so sweet and welcoming. I love that. That's why I love all you guys. Okay, so let me get all the projects. I did not glue the camper down. Give me a second. Camper. Ta-da! I just have to paint the white wall. Okay, let me grab all the projects so you guys can see them. I just wanted to talk about tonight. Oops, the trees aren't glued either. Good grief. Shortcut. Oops. Now I'm hungry for Christmas cookies. I don't know why. I'm lining them up at the bottom. Okay. All right. Ta-da. There's the collect memories. Let me just undo this real quick. All right. And then I want to talk about the stand. Okay. So on the side of my lanterns, I just brought a little silver in with a nice 1/2 inch flat paintbrush that had really soft bristles. Okay, so the project has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. I'm gonna get this out of the way since I broke it. 5 pieces. Okay. You will also get 3 stands. I need to let you know how they go together. Do I have time to talk about this? Yeah, I have a few minutes. This is how they look. You have one up and one downy. You're just gonna slide them together and it makes a little easel stand. Pretty simple. So all of our tiered trays get these 3 pieces. So you get 2 easel stands and then you get the pie stand and the U, upside down U. So you glue the upside down U on, and then I always just glue dot, I call it a pie kickstand, and it just kicks up, woohoo, kicks up your piece. I think it comes out really cute. So also, it is, the tier tray is shown on the display that is a chair display that does not come with this. I think most of you get that is just, you know, like staging, but occasionally somebody's like, where's my chair stand? So I always have to make sure that we tell people, guess what? They don't come with. Okay, so I'm flipping around. Okay, so I can't believe we finished. I kind of had to go super fast.
You got 2 minutes. Do you want to show that?
Which,
round?
oh, Carol, if you're still with, the substitution for the tiered tray, that would be the round, not the tiered tray, I'm sorry. The truck from last week, or project of the week, is this one, double-sided. You'd paint yours different, obviously. 12 inches, a hair under so it fits in the box. Great, which is your favorite piece, Brenda? The mason jar, I should take my, hold on a second. Whoop. The mason jar, I really like that, collect memories. The little big chunks. The happy camper. Whoop. Life is better around the campfire. Okay, they all can't be 10s. If you had all 10s, you wouldn't be able to appreciate it. So that one's just real simple. Here's this camp. And then, oh my gosh, I love these guys. The banner. Also a very nice, sexy necklace. So Brenda, give us a second and tell us which one is your favorite piece.
Barbara loves them all. Sherry loves the happy camper.
The happy camper? Me too. I like that one too. And I do
Brenda
like.
likes the happy camper. I said, yeah, Brenda loves them all.
Barbara loves them all.
What did I say?
Barbara, you're like so much fun. She loves them all. How fun is that? Can't decide which one you want. Okay, so thanks for watching. Catch us again next Monday night for our project of the week. If you're brand new to our station, the project of the week is a project that we priced way down. We include the paints we use, the paintbrushes, and the sponges and glue, all for the low price of $24. So typically this one would be, the project itself would be $27.99. Plus the paint kit is $5.95. So you can see it's a substantial savings, and it's a great way to try us out to see if you like our projects or not. So from Cleopatra, which is me, Kelly Sue, and John, John's waving. No, okay, bye tonight.
We haven't got there yet.
We're there. We're there.
Okay, bye.
Have a good night, and thanks for watching. And don't forget to do, it's gonna be back, oh, it's not backwards. To do that and let us know you did that so we can put your name in the drawing. And if you're Pat L, which I do know who you are, and I'll send you a private message, you won last week's project, Pat. Bye.